Does $80 silver sound crazy to you? Does it feel good to think about $80 silver? Let's take a look at the similarities between the silver market right now and the palladium market back in 2017. Palladium went on a 4 times run between 2017 and 2020, and there are some uncanny similarities between the palladium market then and the silver market now. Heck, $80 silver, that might be nothing. We could see $120 silver. We know it's coming. Let's talk about it right now. 2017, just 5 short years ago, but doesn't it feel like things were so much different back then? A lot has changed over the last 5 years. It's a lot more painful for me to bend over to tie my shoes now than it was then. But in 2017, the palladium market was setting up for a major run. Let's talk about the similarities between palladium then and silver now. Palladium was a very small market. Well, does that sound familiar? The silver market is a very small market. Look at the limited amount of supplies in the vaults at the COMEX and the LBMA. Consider that on an annual basis, only 1 billion ounces of silver are produced. That's $20 billion worth of silver. That's like a sliver of the cash on the balance sheet of Apple Computer. Next, consider that the palladium market had been managed and manipulated for years. Now, does that sound familiar? There's exhaustive research that's gone into proving that the silver market has been managed and manipulated for years. We can check that box. If you like to talk about precious metals, silver and gold, if you like to dive into the deep side of the pool, I hope you feel like you found a home or a home away from home here in Ron's Basement. It's you and me here in the basement. You're always welcome. We are part of a larger crowd, but I honor when you, right now, wherever you are in the world, decide to join me. If you get some value, please subscribe. Turn on the ring-a-ling-ding-a-ling bell. That way you'll get notified every time I put out a new video. Now let's get back to this interesting discussion regarding palladium and silver. There was a huge relative short position in palladium in 2017. We know all about the massive short position in the silver market as well. Furthermore, we know that SLV ETF, there's much speculation and skepticism regarding whether or not they actually have all the silver that they claim they have in the ETF. And the next thing that happened that overwhelmed the palladium market was physical demand overwhelmed the supply. Aren't we feeling like we're getting to that point right now with silver as well? Now, when that happened in the palladium market in 2017, palladium went on to go up by 400% or more. What can we expect with silver? Well, we know demand right now for silver, according to the Silver Institute, 1.2 billion ounces are demanded in 2022, and only 1 billion ounces are being produced. We know that the vaults at the COMEX and the LBMA, you know what I'm trying to say, are at almost record low levels. And we know that the price, quote unquote, of silver is set on the paper electronic market where there is so much manipulation that goes on. There's like over 400 ounces under contract for each real ounce of silver held in the vaults of these exchanges. And now the limited silver supplies are being attacked on 2 fronts. Number 1, from investors around the world who are worried about the world fiat money systems. People know there's so much debt out there. There's so much money printing. Normal, average people are running to the safety and security of precious metals, including silver. Heck, India is going to import 350 million ounces of silver alone this year. Guys, that's more than 35% of the total production of silver for the year. because people know that silver and gold are the bedrock, the foundation of any financial system. Heck, there's been over 250 different fiat currencies, paper money, money not backed by silver or gold, that have failed throughout history. And that's what we're experiencing right now. People are waking up to that. That's creating increased investor demand. But it gets even more interesting because that little supply that's being attacked by investors, it's also being attacked by industry. Look no further than electric vehicles, electronics, and the big mother of them all, solar panels. The amount of silver being demanded from industry as well continues to explode. We are set up very similar to Palladium, maybe even better than Palladium in 2017, and we could definitely see explosive returns in the price of silver in the coming decade. Let me know what you think about all this, because I could be wrong. I don't think I am. I do believe in a very bright future for the price of silver and gold for that matter. I'll leave you with two things to consider. Let's not forget the silver market is very small. 1 billion ounces produced per year at $22 per ounce. That's $22 billion. That's a fraction of the cash on most of the Fortune 500 companies' balance sheets. I mean, we're not talking about a big market. It's not going to take a lot to produce explosive moves in silver. And you and I, we're like 1 in 500 people. Hardly anybody invests in the precious metals or the mining stocks. We are not part of the herd. We're 1 in 500. If just a few of those 500 decide to join us, the results could be explosive. I'll be here for you through it all. I always appreciate when you join me in Ron's basement. You're always welcome here, and I'll see you next time. Hey everybody, it's Ron from Ron's Basement, live on the log flume with Lily. Lily, say hi.
Hi.